Hello, my name is Shakina. You can call me Glory.
My name's Ace, and this is the Glory and Ace podcast. And on today's episode, we're gonna be talking about dating in your 30s, or just dating. Period. You know what I'm saying? Coming from her perspective of being a Christian woman and the heathen. I'm just playing. Coming from my perspective, being 30, coming from my heathen ways, and being a single father as well. Yeah. So how we gonna start this off is we gonna let the ladies go first, which is Miss Glory here. She could tell you, like, matter of fact, let's start off with the question, like, what's the hardest part about dating right now? Yeah, what's the hardest part about dating right now for you?
I would say for me, it's like really being able to get to know someone. It's hard because people like to put up a lot of different facades, or they like to play a role instead of just being themselves.
Okay.
So it's kind of hard to really get an understanding of who the person really is.
So they out here faking the funk. Got you.
Not everybody, but I would say that's one of the hard things about it.
It sounds like when a person comes in on the interview and they lie about their resume.
I mean, that's true.
Be like, bro, I can type 1,000 words per minute. Word, let's see that. And they be like this at the keyboard with 2 fingers.
That part.
I think for me, the hardest part about dating is nobody has patience.
That's a good one.
And I am not talking about being patient, going slow. I'm talking about two different people are from two different backgrounds. A lot of people don't want to actually be patient, like invest time in that individual and be like, you know what, this person is coming from this kind of background. We think differently, we move differently. I still like the way they move, but you know, I gotta communicate, and communication too, and that goes hand in hand. So you gotta communicate what you want, what you don't like.
You gotta be honest about it.
Yeah, and then you gotta be patient and allow that person to grow and to make those changes. If you're not willing to do all that, then you know maybe you shouldn't be in a relationship.
I got a question off of that. Like, how do you know when a person is worthy of you giving them this chance to do that?
It's called actions.
But I mean, like as far as like dating, like how do you know, like what are some key factors that lets you know that person is capable of doing the things that, you know what I'm saying, that you would like to see in a person that you're dating? Like, what lets you know, like if you're dating somebody, what lets you know what, I'm going to give this person a chance?
For me, it's vibes. So,
but vibes can go.
And then they actions.
Vibes can be there one day.
Can I get it out? God dang.
No, I'm just saying.
I'm saying too. Okay. Let me get it out. Vibes for me in the actions, and on top of that, there's a lot of praying goes on my end. So yeah, I ask God to let me know what I need to do, and sometimes that next day, the girl will do something crazy, and I'm like, "Well, God, thank you for
the sign. Thank you for not letting me waste my time."
Yeah, because I had a situation to where I was talking to a young lady, and she was just so defensive about everything. Everything that I asked, everything I said. Oh, I feel like you talking about me. I'm like, I didn't even know you went through that. Like, I didn't know you do that. And then if I tried to communicate things with her that I didn't like about her, she would then turn around and play victim. Okay, so I'm like, I started off as the victim. Now I'm around here crying like, dang, I did that to you. Oh man, made me feel bad. Like I was like, oh. And then I realized, I get off the phone, like, wait a minute. Why am I telling you sorry? Like, I came with the issue. So it was, like, stuff like that shows me that, I ain't gonna say she ain't ready, but just wasn't my cup of tea. You know, somebody that's not willing to, I guess, be open to criticism. I guess that's what you would say.
Do you think that plays a part in like things that maybe she was just going through at the time?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was. So that's letting me know you're not ready for a relationship.
Got you. Okay.
Yeah, just
So
be
she
for real.
basically, well, not her per se, but in general, like people who are dealing with things like that or who are responding like that, pretty much lets you know that they need to spend, in a sense, some more time with themselves.
Pretty
before
much.
trying to get into a relationship.
And literally females will tell me, oh, I am ready, but it's up to you to show me that it's different. No, it's not up to me.
What you mean?
A lot of females tell me that it's up, I need to come in and show them that men can be trusted or I can be trusted. And I'm like, listen, wait a minute.
But trust goes both ways, actually.
I need you to come in fixed. All right? You need to come in like
like perfect fixed? What do you mean by fixed? Elaborate on fixed.
Meaning like when them toys come in when you're a kid, you ain't got to build nothing, everything's intact. All I got to do is put in the batteries. Okay? That's what I'm talking about.
Regardless of who you date, there are going to be minor adjustments that are going to need to be made because you're going to grow along the way. That's what I'm saying. But you're saying in general.
All I got to do is come in and prove to that woman that I'm me. Everything that I say I am, that's what I need to prove. That's it. Whatever trust issues you have already, they ain't got nothing to do with me.
I understand that.
So I shouldn't have to come in and tear down the walls, is what I'm basically saying.
Gotcha. Okay.
You got walls built up, that has nothing to do with me. Those walls you built from your past situation or last situation. So that means you need to take the time before you start trying to develop something new to tear down those walls, so that way when the next guy come in, he has a fair chance in the trap. That's not fair for that individual to come in and gotta work extra hard to tear down walls to be close to you. That's just me personally. So
I mean, in a sense, that's like self-evaluation. Like before you can before you can become or say that you are available, you should, I wouldn't necessarily say be fixed as the word you would use, but being self-aware, knowing who you are, knowing what you stand for, knowing what you believe in, not being controlled by your past, basically, is what you're saying. Like being able to come to someone whole, if that makes sense. Being whole.
Yeah, I feel like
instead of being broken, you're coming whole. Like this is what I am and this is what you're gonna get, but because we all can, make adjustments to be changed in other ways if need be, but coming to a situation, knowing what you want out of life, have the common courtesy of knowing how to treat someone, being open, allowing yourself to be free to love, basically.
Yeah, I think everybody at the end of the day wants to be with somebody. Naturally, that's where we want to be at. Even if an individual say, oh, I don't ever want to be, they lying.
Yeah.
They lying. Because genetically, God made us to be with the opposite sex.
Yeah, we're not supposed to be alone.
So, I went through my phase of I don't want nobody, but then as you get older, and people do things because they go through. People act like this because they go through tragic or trauma. Yeah, I call it PTSD. Everybody got PTSD in some type of form.
Or have experienced it, I guess you would say.
Just bad experiences. PTSD is just not a military thing. You can get PTSD growing up in the hood. You can get PTSD from being in an abusive relationship, being in a verbal abusive, just jumping from relationship and it's not working.
Right, and not allowing yourself time to heal between.
All that's PTSD. So, all I know is when you're 30, you get 30 and up, and you still trying to figure out why you single, sometimes you gotta do a self-evaluation.
Yeah, take some time for you.
So that's how I look at it when it comes to that aspect. But everybody's not truly as ready. That's why you gotta rely on God heavy. That's how I feel.
Yeah. That kind of reminds me because I've been single. September 9th will be 6 years.
You said you've been single since 1912, September 9th?
A lot of people think I be playing when I say that, but I'm dead serious. Like, it is not by choice. It's just I haven't found the one that I want or found the one that God has for me. I don't believe in settling.
Yep. So if y'all see this video, y'all try to holler. Don't even try to ask to get the cootie. You need to get it. She ain't gonna give it to you. So y'all look at this video like, well, she cute. Yep, that's as far as y'all gonna get.
But no, like, it takes a lot of hard work. It took a lot of hard work and dedication to get me, to find me. Looking back even on past relationships, taking accountability for my failures in my past relationship, not only just his failures but my failures in the relationship, and learning from those mistakes, becoming a better me. Life is about yet becoming. As you live, you're never gonna get to a place where there's nothing for you to fix. There's gonna always be something that you have to fix. And before I could subject myself to even be open to someone to love me, I first needed to love myself. And I know a lot of people, I'm not even gonna just say females, but a lot of people in a lot of people in general think that they love themselves, and they really don't. When you just sit back and just realize the things that we allow and accept. If you accept certain things that you know you really don't want to accept, how can you love yourself?
And I'm gonna say this. I was a whole thought. I got issues, and I had mama issues. So I didn't trust y'all. I didn't trust none of y'all. I'm talking about the opposite sex. This ain't for y'all dudes. But for women, I didn't trust. So pretty much almost my whole military career, my almost 10-year career, I pretty much was starting. And so, but I let it be known. So, I got but during that process, I was able to look back and see certain things that I should have did differently. Just because I was honest doesn't mean I was right still.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I had mother issues. As far as like I would literally just be jumping around from situations with anybody that remind me of my mom. I was out. I was gone. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to downplay my mom on this. Just we don't see eye to eye on some things, so I still respect it at the end of the day. And she got some good qualities, but all them bad qualities, I was like, she remind me of my mom. I'm out. But it was been a couple of good females as well. Maybe I should have married, but I was just too scared to settle down. And at that time, having a group of friends that we all doing the same thing didn't help either. So maybe if I was around a group of friends that was actually in healthy relationships and healthy marriages, I probably would have got married. That also plays a big influence on your decision making when you're dealing with in the dating scene. So if you got a group of friends that's always downplaying men, oh, men ain't there, men ain't there. And then you finally get a man and they be like, oh, he got to be doing this. Why he talking like 9 out of 10, that relationship ain't gonna work because you around somebody that's negative. They don't think on how to men. The same thing for men. You can't be faithful if you're hanging out with niggas. Excuse my language. If you're hanging out with guys, because I forgot who I was with. If you're hanging out with men who's cheating, you're not gonna be faithful to your girl. And if you're looking at the video saying that I'm lying, you're lying to yourself. Eventually, you're going to cheat on your girl. So if your dudes cheat, if your homeboys cheat, if they marry and you're not going to be faithful to yours. That's just impossible. And I'm going to tell you why it's impossible. Because that moment that you and your girl get in a fight, you try to go tell your homeboy for some advice, he not going to give you no good advice. He not
Maybe
gonna
some honest.
He not going to give you no good advice. He was like, man, bump that. Hey, man, let's go out here and get on these hoes.
Oh, Lord.
Excuse my language, y'all. I know this gonna go on her page, etc. And I know, but I ain't gonna say I'm a realist. I'm a Christian as well. So my walk is still growing, but at the same time, I'm just be for real. This is stuff that they don't talk about. I feel like Christians talk about.
They don't talk about it enough. I'll say that.
I don't know. I ain't been around none and be talking about this, but they don't talk about this. You need to put yourself and surround yourself with a group of people who are like-minded like you. You know what I'm saying? You can't be in a relationship. Even these for the people that are in a relationship, you can't be in a relationship and all your friends single and thotting. That's just impossible. I'm just saying, you can't hang around that constantly and think that,
Because you're living a completely different lifestyle.
Two different lives, and they're not gonna be you're not gonna be able to go to them for advice, because they're not gonna give you good advice. That's not even opinion. That's just facts. So
yeah, I would have to say the majority of my close friends are already married or already have kids. I'm the only one that doesn't have a child, and the only one that hasn't been married yet.
And another thing, if they don't respect your relationship as well,
That too.
that's another one. That's another key of having a good friendship while you're in a relationship. If they don't respect your relationship, that's they gotta go. They have to go. And at the end of the day, like if you a male and you got female friends and they not respecting that relationship, man, your girl got every right to get mad, man. That's just. I mean, at the end of the day, she got every right to get mad. Because you're not making her feel secure. You got your homegirl calling in the middle of the night. None of my homegirls, I wish my homegirls would call in the middle. I'd be mad.
Oh, you said like if you was in a relationship?
If I was in a relationship, every time I get in a relationship and I let my homegirls know, they already know.
It got to be something like extremely important.
They literally, yeah, I barely talk to them now. I'm sorry. Yeah, I know y'all probably gonna see this, but hey, I barely talk to them now. So I shouldn't be hearing from them, and when I'm in a relationship, it's gonna throw off, especially if I'm telling the girl I'm with now, like, man, you ain't gonna have no issue, no problem. All of a sudden, you always calling 2, 3 in the morning, like, or hanging out. Like my homegirls be asking me, "Oh, your girl know?" I'm like, why I gotta ask for permission? But then they break it down and let me know
That's
why.
But that's showing respect, though.
They break it down like, Devin, you can't do that because you in this relationship.
Right.
You know, I don't feel. Are you sure? You know what I'm saying? Are you sure? Are you this? Are you that? So that
just shows the level of respect or the type of person that your friends are.
Exactly.
For them to have enough decency to be like, I know you may not care, but does your girl know?
Exactly.
I respect this. I'm not trying to do anything funny. I just still want to make sure that it's okay.
Exactly. And that's how you know you got a good group of friends.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I used to have some homeboys who didn't get good advice. They still cool. I'm still cordial. I might not be as close to them like I used to, but that's just the thing. I see myself married one day, so I have to go away from that type of lifestyle. I don't even go out like I used to, and that has nothing to do with you going out and not going out. That's your prerogative. But I know for me, what works for me, it helps me, keeps me, on track, right mind. Because if I'm always going out to the clubs, it's always gonna be temptation out there. Especially me coming from that lifestyle and I'm trying to break away from it. There's no way I'm able to be in a relationship and keep going to clubs every weekend. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I'm looking at all that temptation out there. It's like, boom.
Why do you think people go to clubs?
I don't know. I think everybody go to clubs for different reasons. But why I generally went because my job was so stressful in the Army. I went out so much that.
So you just kind of like release.
It's like, some people got drugs, some people got alcohol. For me, it was just the social scene, being out, getting dressed up. It was the whole process. Go to the mall, go get a new outfit, from the shoes, jeans, shirt. Then I might even get the accessory. I might go to the jewelry store. Man, I need me a new chain. I ain't need me no new chain. I need me a new ring.
So you was just splurging
I need me a new watch. Boom. You feel me? Then I gotta go get the cologne. Woo. Finish it off with the cologne. The smell good. And then just the final stage, you standing in front of the mirror, you doing that Birdman hand rub like this. You feel me? You be like, man, I'm fresh. And then what really gets it, and when I get out there on the scene, that's when the girls start paying attention. Who that? That's you that smell like that? Big head start getting to my head. You know what I'm saying? So I like the attention. So let me rephrase that. I just like the attention. That was like my drug. So that was for me. But I was never the person to try to be in the middle of everything. But just to get the attention to go out, that's why I would go out. And then I would meet these different women. And then I started getting so used to it. I'm like, well, why should I settle down?
You got access to all this?
Not only that, my friends was doing it. So not subconsciously thinking, I wasn't like, let me follow my friend. Subconsciously thinking, just being around them, it just came a regular thing for me. But I was never raised like that. So in the back of my mind, when I would deal with these different females, even though it would be short term, I would treat them like they was my girl. You feel me?
So basically, you were like building connections with them and then cutting them off.
Cutting them off. And then I would find myself in this type of drama. That's why when I be hearing dudes, whether it be at work or just come to me about different stuff or come to my house and tell me like, well, you in it because you can't do that. You can't.
Because you're basically playing with people's emotions.
You can't.
You're leading them on. You're making them think that y'all are together.
Your words might say, "Oh, we not together.
But your
we
actions
just friends."
are saying something
But if your
completely
actions,
different.
you constantly texting this girl good morning, you constantly taking her out on date, y'all having actual sexual relations, and
That's why it's important to close your legs.
talking about making love and all this other stuff, and then y'all cuddling afterwards. You know, a brother like me. After
So you used to do a lot of pillow talking.
No. At the beginning, I didn't know what I was doing because I never did no mess like that before. So as I was going through this drama, I started to get smarter and I made rules for myself. Now, when I'm telling you this, I'm not proud of it, but after that, it kept all the drama at bay to where when females see me, it was just a respect thing. And I just never told my business either. I wasn't going around telling my homeboy, I slept with this girl, and this girl. I started to learn as I get older. So for what kept the drama down, I would make these rules. So if I did sleep with a girl, I would tell her she had to go home. Or I tell her she had to sleep on the couch. You feel me? I get in a pillow and a blanket real fast. If you can't go home tonight, I don't want you to get pulled over. So you mean to
tell me y'all would have sexual
No, y'all. Not y'all. I don't know what the other dudes do.
No, I'm talking about you and the girl. Y'all would have sexual relations, and then you would tell her to go sleep on the couch. Y'all already just opened yourselves up to each other.
I didn't even care. Listen, I don't even want to see their face, so I don't even do one position. Like this is where the connection. I would used to do what I thought you supposed to do. But then I realized this is too much drama. When I started doing that, girls wouldn't catch feelings no more. You know what I'm saying? Like before I would take these girls on dates. I would be cooking for them and stuff like that. But then I had a homegirl, Lily, came to my house. I hope she see this. I ain't gonna say her name, but my homegirl came to my house and said, "Hey man, you a whole thought out here." I didn't even tell my homegirls I was doing something. It was just y'all run y'all mouth when y'all start getting around. You know, girls start talking and they would tell me about the stuff. Everybody knew my business.
Wow.
Girls would pillow talk. Well, I ain't gonna say pillow. They would tell their other homegirl. And then that's when I started thinking like, man, I didn't even think I was doing a bad thing. I'm thinking I'm just out here just having fun, living my life.
Right.
But I'm not thinking about the consequences behind it. I even to this day, if I go back to certain places, certain cities, or certain states, it's females who still haven't forgave me. They still think I'm you know what I mean? And so I can't get mad at them. I mean,
right.
that's the lasting image that I gave. So I don't blame a girl if she upset or mad. I did some foul stuff. I did some what y'all call it F-boy stuff. I did that. And I lied and I cheated and I stole. I did a lot.
Thank God for grace.
So I'm not proud of it, but at the end of the day, I look back on it. I didn't have to do that, but like I said, I was having fun. So I guess when you
basically when you're doing it was just something you were doing unconsciously or
unconsciously,
just thinking it was just for fun, not realizing the hearts you were breaking.
I didn't realize I was really hurting people's feelings.
When did you get to a point in your life when you realized that?
My homegirl told me.
But I mean, like, how old were you?
Probably like 26, 27.
So that's how many years ago?
I'm 35. She trying to make me sound old on this video.
No, I was just trying to give like a stamp, as far as like, I mean, because not everybody that gets to that age is gonna get that information to know to do that. Because you got thoughts out here that's 40 and 50 years old. I was asking for you.
Listen, if you that old, you still doing it, that's a choice. There's no more excuses. When you that old and you still out here like thotting for real, Like it was a dude at my job. He don't work there no more. But this dude said, "You know, I'm 53, Devin. I ain't never been married." Like he was proud of it. And I looked at him. That's sad.
Right.
Now he might can come to work and try to fool us, right? That he living his life. But this fool got 14 kids. 14, 53. And his youngest is 8 months.
Oh.
So, yeah, that child support hitting his pockets. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Y'all can try to make it seem like it, but out here just making babies like that, and you're not financially able to take care of them, that's kind of messed up. To me, that is kind of messed up.
It ain't
you know what I'm saying?
It is.
And you're not even really spending time with them like that. Cause I used to be the single guy with no kids, and I would date the women with kids, and I would see literally these dudes out in the club, they baby fathers. I'm talking about spending money on different brides, while they baby mamas asking me to help them with their school clothes. That's how, when I had my kids, I just said, you know, I need to do a better job. I ain't gonna ever put my kids in that position to where they see me out in clubs and my money going clubs before it goes to my kids, or I'm taking care of a whole nother family that's not even mine. And you got your own. You got your own set of. You got your own set of kids. And for the dudes who also, I gotta touch on this. For the dudes also talking about, you know, I got this baby mama. Well, you kind of knew who you was dealing with before you had a baby, so you know you gotta chalk that up.
What's done is done. You can't
You know
keep
what I'm
living in
saying?
the past.
You can't really that. What's done is done, and stop having sex and just shooting your shots. I don't care how fine a girl is. I ain't doing none of that. When that, like, listen, if I already see crazy in you, you don't ask me nothing. Don't even ask me for $1.
Not even $1.
Listen. You save you a lot of drama. Stop. That's why I don't be understanding how dudes be like in their right mind. I be hearing dudes say stuff like, "Man, she's so fine, man. I'm gonna get her pregnant on purpose."
Yeah, they really be doing that.
They really say that. I'm
Really be
there.
doing
I'm
that.
there for the conversations. So
What is the point? I never understood that. I never understood that.
them be the same one that ain't got no money. Suck mama, get
But
her
why are
pregnant.
you trying to get someone pregnant? You bringing a whole life into this world that's a part of you. Like, I never understood the logic behind that.
Listen, I don't know. Maybe that's some type of trophy thing, but for me, that sounds stupid.
That's horrible.
I haven't ever even got to that point. I never got to that point to where I'd be like, I'm getting you pregnant on purpose. I just haven't got to that point. My kids came from situations that I knew who the mother was. I might have not have did it the right way, but I knew who the mother was. So if the chances are she did get pregnant, I mean, I was pretty much like, it's whatever, because I already know who I'm dealing with, what type of mother they is, what type of female they is. They both amazing mothers. Just say that too. And I don't like people talking down on they kids' parents. So I don't want
Like, you mean like the mother talking down on the father?
Yeah, I don't like I don't care how bad that dude is. You come right at the bat at me, just talking real crazy stuff. Like, in my mind, I don't really got no respect. Now, if I'm giving the dude a pass? No. But I don't want to hear that. I'm not finna sit here and talk mess about neither one of my kids' mother. Whatever we go through is our business. We adults, so we talk about our issues over my way, both my kids' mothers. But and we have our disagreements, but I'm not finna sit up here. I be hearing Mo dude, they'll tell a whole nother chick all their whole story, right? Whole story, and then they be lying about the story. Then they got that new chick mad at the baby mama, and then the baby mama, he going around, he still sleep with the baby mama, he telling her lies, and she mad at the new chick, and they
just
both
causing confusion.
They both lied to, and then they both hate each other for no reason, because the main person that's causing the drama is the nigga in between. So
the guy in between.
Okay, my bad. The guy in between. So You know, it's a lot of stuff. Dating in 2021 is difficult. Let's just say that.
It really is.
It's difficult because you got to deal with all of that aspect. You ain't gonna find no. I'm sorry, lady. You ain't gonna find no man that's with no kids. You might find 1%. Alright. We out here. We got kids, especially if you over 30.
I'm not gonna lie. I used to not want to date a guy
So
that had kids.
I literally had a girl went down a whole list of what she wanted. He got to make $60K with whoop. I said that's all good, and then she said he got to have 1 kid. I said, hey, I'm out the runnings. So she was like, oh, we can, nah, you already said. Don't try to go back on it now. If that's what you want, that's what you want. But
Right.
it's going to be hard.
On what you want. Yeah.
That's another thing. Go in a situation knowing what you want already.
And
man.
a lot of people, not just females, but men too. Well, sometimes men. But we, like for me, I know I set out and I put a list as far as like what were my deal breakers, what I wanted in a man, and then, you know, some little side things that weren't necessarily like they had to have, but I would like for them to have. But you should definitely have a list on things that you see in your potential partner or your husband, basically, and write them down and stand firm on their list. Don't settle. Don't back down. Now, there's going to be certain things that you can, you know, substitute, you know, just minor things, but major things, like, stand firm on those things that you know that you need, you know, because that's truly important.
I'm going to say this. You ain't going to find no man with no kids. If you do,
That's not
gonna
true.
Be
It's some men
no,
out
I'm
there
not
who
saying
don't
there's
have any
none. It's
kids.
there's a 1%. That
It's a
percentage,
little bit over.
that's it. That percent ain't big. I'm letting you know.
But it's more
so,
than 1%.
I'm letting y'all know.
It's more than 1%.
I'm letting you know.
I know a couple guys who don't have any
Since
kids.
it's a couple, it ain't a lot. And so if you're going to date and you got to date somebody with kids, just look at how they take care of their kids.
Yeah, that's very important.
So that means
like, are they an absent father? Like, are they
and don't
in
go off
their
their
child
word.
time?
Don't go off their word. Actually, look at them in
Pay
action.
attention. And a lot of times we don't. Sometimes we get so caught up in, oh my God, he actually want to take me out. Like, yes, it's okay to be excited, but sit back and let that man talk. He gonna tell you everything you need to hear.
And not even just talk. Just hang around him. If you always hang around him and he ain't never talking to his kids,
But his kids is never around.
never around.
Something wrong with that.
Or
picture.
he always got time for you, and you just ask him, when you be spending time with your kids? Just saying. So, just saying.
Did you have your kids this weekend? When was the last
Yeah,
time
don't
you
even ask that. Just be like, you just look at the pattern. 3 weekends in a row, he with you the whole weekend. Something going on, man. He ain't taking care of them kids. But then y'all get mad when y'all get pregnant and he ain't taking care of yours.
You miss a lot of times, and this is so true. This is whether you're dealing, and this is in no way, shape, or form, you know, bashing women who deal with abuse or anything like that. And because I know sometimes the signs may not be there, you know, prior to marriage, there has been some cases where they weren't there. But the majority of the time, there are signs. The signs are there. We just not paying attention to them. Really
All
not.
the signs are there. Listen,
Sometimes we
disagree with
really
her.
not paying attention
all the
to
signs
them.
with them. Y'all
I mean, I was trying to get them. I was trying to get us some room.
Women, y'all think it's hard? It's hard for men too. They're actually out here trying to actually date and find the one. Now, I ain't desperate now, but at the same time, spend your
You
life.
ready to be married?
Yeah, I am actually. Be all up in the movie room. Be all up in the movie room chilling. I don't do nothing now, so I know having my wife there would be even making it even better. Or whatnot. It just be, if it's not just me, then I'm with my kids.
What do you look for in a woman?
Huh. Got a whole list. Where do I start, man?
I mean, like, what are like some key things?
You gotta have a relationship on your own with God. That's number one.
Okay, how do you decipher between?
Because I can tell. If we always praying, you always ask me, and I ask you, hey, you should pray today. You know what? I don't want to pray. You know, you pray so good. When
Maybe she just wants you to leave.
Yeah, but if I ask you out 100 times to pray one
then,
time,
yeah.
and you never want to pray, obviously you ain't got no strong
you need to at
relationship.
least, right, you need to at least pray.
You know what I'm saying? That lets me know right now. The only time you holler at God is when you round me.
He's talking about the only time you holler at God was when you.
God don't even know who you is. You're like, oh, I forgot about you when we start praying.
Like, Devin.
God be
there she go.
Like, oh,
I don't see you when you in.
I heard your last prayer 8 months ago. I was trying to respond back to you, but you ain't come back
follow
to it.
up,
But
you stupid.
But that's how I know action. I don't care what. Like women be telling me, oh, action speak louder than word. Yeah, action do speak louder than word. Or if I say, if I can't build a spiritual relationship with you during our dating and friendship phase, you ain't gonna do it when we in no relationship.
What does that look like? What do you like perceive
if we
building a spiritual
if we can't
relationship?
pray together on a daily basis, it could just be a morning prayer. It can be a go before the night, go to bed prayer.
Do you think it's hard to find those?
Yeah, because they'll be with it at first. I don't have females be lying and say they with it. They don't make no time for it. I don't even be putting no pressure on them. And they were like, oh yeah, we forgot to pray. No, you forgot to pray. I prayed. You know what I'm saying? And then I might bring it up again. I say, hey, when we gonna pray together? And then they'll say, oh yeah, we should do it tonight. And then that night come and then they don't want to do it. Yeah, they're just too busy. So that just shows me right there, if we can't do it now, we probably won't be able to do it.
Definitely not gonna do it
later on.
Because you're not even putting forth the effort now.
Exactly. Prayer don't even take that long.
It don't.
We don't even have to do. I ain't that pastor be doing all them 8-minute prayers. We gonna be in and out. Like, God, hey, this is what we want. Hey, God, love you. Boom. It's like just like an answer machine. God, I love you.
I would say it's difficult for me. It has been difficult for me. A lot of people, not a lot of people, a lot of the few guys that I have, talked to or tried to get to know, it would start off once they realized like how deep in it that I actually really was. It's almost if like, are there not any females that are really into the church or trying to live a life of celibacy?
Listen,
it's like they're like no, like you're seriously yes. Like
it's a lot. Listen, guys, it's a lot of single women at church. I'm gonna let you know right now, because as soon as I be walking in with my fancy little get up on, I be getting stared at like I'm a piece of steak. I'm like, oh, this what they at. Everybody got their eyes on you. Cause I'm literally, it be like literally half the church be single, like literally, cause they looking for that God-fearing man and whatnot. And then a lot of single men ain't gonna be at church. I'm gonna be honest, a lot of the men at church are already married.
The majority, like even at my church, the majority of the men at my church are already married.
So for some reason, single black women love going to church, but single black men don't. Like, you catch them at the hookah lounge in the club, and when the XO lounge over there off of Beach Boulevard, St. John's Club. Nah, just playing.
No, back to what I was saying. Like my experience, like I remember I had a guy, because he knew that I liked prayer. Like the first time we talked on the phone, he was like, "Yeah, we should end off with a prayer." And then the next time we talked, it was just not there. And I'm like, "Oh, so you was faking?" And it's a lot of those who, they see, okay, well, yeah, she's a pretty girl. She's into church. She can sing, blah, 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 woo, woo, woo. But it's like when they really realize, what I actually stand for, like how I actually live my life, is something that they really don't want to be a part of, and that they're really not ready for it. They're looking at it as if, well, I really have to button up around her. I'm not living this life for fake. Like, this is for real. You're not going to have me going to sleep with that on my conscience, not living the life that I claim that I know that I live. And I know for me, I know he probably has a lot more experience than I have in the dating world, but that's why I've been single for so long, because like even just conversing with certain dudes. It's just certain things, and I wouldn't necessarily, people nowadays, we call it vibes. I call it just spirits, or having discernment and peeping out someone's character, what they stand for. All you have to do is just sit there and just listen to what they're talking about. You can tell whether or not they're living that life or they're not, and generally they're not, and they're not trying to live that life. You know that saying, what they say, you can lead a horse to the water but you can't make them drink it.
Child,
there you go.
Sure can be.
There you go. So I would have to say, I know for me, and then generally I don't go out a lot. I'm a big loner. I know for me, my dating experience has been rough, but I'm not going to necessarily say it's been rough, because I've been blessed with the opportunity to really get to learn myself, learn me, the things that I like, what I love to do. Because sometimes we get so wrapped into the relationships that we are in and we forget about ourselves. And I remember, and that's no derision to my previous relationship, but I remember when I got out of that situation, I had to relearn myself all over again. Like literally, I had to find what Shakina likes, what Shakina likes to do. I was so wrapped up in the situation that I forgot who I was. Not necessarily forgot who I was. It wasn't like a bad situation. It was just sometimes you get so caught up in someone that you forget about who you are and what you like, what you love to do. Like I forgot how often I used to love to go to the movies.
Well, I can tell you this. I can tell you this. If you can't be by yourself, like I go to the movies by myself.
I go everywhere by myself.
I don't think nothing of it.
I don't really have. I mean, I have friends, but like I said, the majority of my friends, they're already married.
And then when I'm out, I don't be thinking somebody gonna be staring at me because I'm sitting at the table by myself eating. I'm hungry. Number one.
I'm finna zone into this channel, that whoever channel I'm watching.
Number two, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people like, man, why you went by yourself? Because I wanted to. If you can't do that, you probably can't be in a relationship. That's just my opinion.
I just feel like if you don't love yourself, and I know people hear this saying all the time, like, if you don't love yourself, how can you love somebody else? You don't even know how you want to be loved because you don't even love yourself. Like, the discipline of keeping your legs closed, that's a lack of self-love, because you're just freely giving yourself away to any and everybody that comes into your life. Everybody is not worthy of having that part of you. What else? Loving yourself in a sense of not settling. Sometimes we get so lonely. I've been there, done that. You get so lonely and you just accept certain things, and you don't have to accept anything. If that's not something that you really want to be a part of or want to deal with, you don't have to deal with that, and it's gonna be okay. Sometimes you gotta hug your pillow at night.
And then some of y'all heathens,
I do it all the time.
And some of y'all heathens, y'all put the pillow in between your thighs because y'all be going through it. So you feel me?
Jesus.
No, I'm just playing.
But no.
Or am I?
The love that you are so busy trying to give someone else, start within first. Start within. It should always start from within.
Well, I agree with her, but like I said, it's a simple form. If you can't do stuff by yourself, you probably can't be in a relationship anyway. Because
that's not technically. That's because you don't even understand yourself. You afraid of yourself.
Because you always need somebody to go somewhere with you. You want somebody to go to the bathroom, hold your hand at the bathroom. Listen, I don't mind a clingy woman. If you understand that we still do need time apart.
That's important.
You know what I'm saying?
Give me my space sometimes. Sometimes I just want to be by myself.
Yeah, so I might be 3 weekends in a row with you, but that next weekend I might want to go do something else without you. You know what I'm saying? And whether it be man or woman, sometimes they don't understand. Sometimes I get caught up and I do it too. I done been in a situation in the past where I was clingy, you know what I'm saying, and didn't even realize it until they let me know. And I done been in plenty of situations where they too clingy. And then I'm like, man, maybe I shouldn't have started this. And it makes me start thinking, But then I like, no, I can't stop being affectionate or showing this person I'm interested because
It's just knowing the healthy boundaries or having healthy boundaries. Boundaries to know when it's time for you to spend time with yourself. You know, take time to spend with your significant other. Just creating healthy boundaries. A lot of people don't really know how to do that because you haven't created healthy boundaries within yourself. So how are you going to know to even create a healthy boundary with your significant other when you don't even have boundaries within yourself?
And then just during the dating stage, ain't no significant other. Doesn't need to be boundaries, period. Cause
It should. You shouldn't be out past a certain time.
I don't know about that one, but I
do.
I understand
certain
where she's
time
coming
frames.
from.
When you dating somebody, it's just certain. Now it depends on the level of dating. I can't even say that because I haven't gotten that far yet. Because by the time we get to a point where I want to, you know, not take it to the next level in reference to something other than trying to be exclusive, but I haven't even gotten to that point. It is generally gone. I'm going about my business before we can even get to that point. But I just think there's just certain boundaries that you should create while you're dating. Like, prime example, I'm not coming to your house. Just not doing it.
And I'm coming to y'all. No, I'm joking. I'm
not doing it.
I'm not just playing.
Oh, well, you know, we ain't got to go nowhere. You just come over here. I can cook for you for the first date. No, sir.
It sound like me, my dot days.
No, sir. I'm not coming to your
In
house.
my dot days, I was cheating. I wasn't trying to take y'all no date.
I'm not coming to your house. Number one, I don't know you. You might have you and somebody else up in this house trying to kidnap me, kill me. No, ma'am, no, sir. You're not doing that. You're not doing that.
Y'all agree.
There's certain things, and I wouldn't even, not even on the second date, not even on the third or the fourth or the fifth.
Right now
No.
in COVID mode, it's a lot of online dating, so you don't want to meet nobody at their house anyway. I don't care if you a dude ready to go meet a girl at her house. You crazy. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna think something wrong with you.
Something is wrong with you.
Cause that girl, listen, man, girls grimy too.
Everybody
I don't
grimy.
trust me. You got to meet me at the park somewhere with no.
A public place would be nice.
Take your mask off too, cause I mean some of y'all be trying to leave y'all masks on my stuff. Take your mask off when we get in front
so I can really see what you look like.
See what you look like.
Cause hold on a minute.
And another, y'all start putting them emoji animals on y'all profile pictures. We can't even see y'all talking about you cute.
Why you say? We can't even see y'all talking about y'all cute.
And then women gonna get mad at me when I ask for a picture. I like, you gonna have to show me something better than this panda bear emoji picture you got.
Panda bear. I'm thinking you about to say something else. Go ahead.
The puppy dog picture. I can't see you on there. Or you dark skin and you put the filter away light in your skin, and then when I see you charcoal black. That's lying to me right there. So even though I like chocolate women, I'm just saying. But don't lie, man.
Be yourself.
Be yourself.
Accept who you are.
And if that brother don't like you for yourself,
then go find you somebody else that, because there's somebody out there who gonna love every bit
all
of you.
of that, girl. Yes.
He's so extra.
So that's it. And dudes, stop lying about your height, because I be hearing stories from the homies.
So y'all be lying about y'all height?
Y'all be lying. If you short, you short, my nigga. I mean, if you short, brother. Young brother.
Young man.
You short. You know what I'm saying? And stop lying. If you ain't got no job, then maybe you shouldn't be on there. I'm trying to figure out how you pay for the dating site.
First of all, and that goes for both parties.
If you ain't got no job,
you don't have a job for the ladies and for the man, you should not be out here dating. Your focus should be elsewhere.
You be trying to find a job.
J-O-B.
And if you don't know how to spell job, you definitely don't need to be on those sites. You trying to get in there.
J-O-B.
Get your G-E-D. I done ran in situations.
Like Pop say, J-O-B. Better get your job, boy.
I ran in situations where I'm like, bump that job. You need a G-E-D.
But no, that just shows the lack of priorities. Like you're worried about the wrong thing.
And that's a clear sign.
that you are not ready for a relationship.
Not even just ready. That's a clear sign of toxicness.
That too, because your priorities ain't in order.
And another sign, if you're dealing with somebody that jump from job to job to job to job to job to job to job, that's a clear sign you don't need to be messing with them. I don't care male or female.
That shows that the lack of longevity.
They don't know how to. I ain't gonna say what. I don't think lawyer is the word, but they don't know how to commit.
Mm-hmm.
That shows commitment issues.
That's true.
That the slightest thing
because when
happen
something gets rough, are you gonna be able to stand?
They plan to just quit the job and go to another job.
Or when things don't go their way, they arguing with the manager. What is you arguing with your manager for?
That's why you should choose a job that you like. But other than that, that's all I got for the people out there in the TV world, podcast world. That's all I can think of. So if y'all
at the moment, this is just us coming together, just talking about some different.
And next
topics.
one ain't gonna be in the car. So, but if y'all
we gotta start somewhere.
If y'all got topics,
we gotta start somewhere.
If y'all got topics y'all wanna discuss, y'all want us to discuss, shoot it in the inbox. Don't hit mine, hit hers.
No,
hit her
no,
inbox.
You can hit his.
Hit the comment section.
It don't matter which one you hit. Don't put all this on me.
The
don't
comment
put all
section.
this on me.
Alright.
Do not put this all on me.
You can, if you watch the video and you want to shoot me suggestions or advice. I'm not trying to say I'm a guru.
Me neither.
I'm gonna just keep it. Real, and I'm gonna keep it on a Christian perspective.
Our thoughts, nothing proven, just basically explaining or just having a general talk about some things that, we think people would like to hear.
Yep. So
and this ain't a fine, you got to do X, Y, and Z.
Yep.
This is just two, people coming together, just discussing, different things that we've experienced.
And so it should be down at the bottom of the screen. My social media, she'll put it on there. Should be down at the bottom of the screen.
You finna put me on it. I'm not finna. You finna be working on this too.
Devin McCray on Facebook. You feel me? And I stay in my underscore lane 35 on Instagram. And I mean it. I stay in my own lane.
I'm Shakina Glory on Facebook, and I am Shakina Glory on Instagram.
So, yeah. So with that being said, it'll be more content. This is our first official
video. We just did it. We know what we was technically really gonna do.
We don't. But I feel like the podcast is gonna be regular conversation between the two of it. And anybody wants to join in, hit Shakina Glory on Facebook
or Devin McCray.
Don't hit me because I ain't responding.
Or Devin McCray. You gotta have to pull your weight in this as well.
I am pulling my weight. I am pulling my weight. I'm here on time discussing.
You gonna do more than that. You gonna do more than that.
But yeah, just hit the line. We're gonna talk about real stuff, and we gonna also go talk about stuff that's going on in the world. So
anything that y'all would like.
Anything y'all would like to talk about, because I like to talk.
I know.
I like to talk. So. And I'm a Pisces. I like long walks on the beach. I'm just playing. But just forget I'm just joking. But anyway.
Oh God.
I'm getting off. I'm signing off.
Okay.
And then y'all have a blessed evening, blessed day. And matter of fact, let's end this with prayer real quick.
Yes, go ahead and send us to the throne.
Most great Heavenly Father, I come to you and ask you for forgiveness for our sins, past and present. Continue to watch over us as we going into the new week. Allow us to be examples and definitely not followers, and come into our life, come into our minds, our thoughts, our tongue, control those things as we represent you on a daily basis, and I know we fall short, but allow us to recognize that, ask for forgiveness, and push on and push through, and keep moving forward, and allow us to continue to be I guess respectful and just saying the right things on this channel that we're embarking on. And I want to pray for everybody that's watching, everybody that's on the roadways, and everybody's that's going through something. I ask you to watch over them, get them through, and give them strength, Lord. And continue to be with us throughout the night. And once again, through the new week. In your precious name, amen.
Amen. Bye, you guys.